Good morning or good afternoon, grade 9s, and welcome to week 4 of term 3. Today we are going to be looking at figures of speech. What are figures of speech? A figure of speech is a word or phrase using figurative language that has other meaning than its normal definition. In other words, figures of speech rely on implied or suggested meaning rather than a dictionary definition. Figures of speech make up a huge portion of the English language, making it more creative, more expressive, and just more interesting. Our focus is going to be on alliteration, assonance and consonance, simile, metaphor, onomatopoeia, oxymoron, hyperbole, personification, pun, sarcasm, irony, idioms, proverbs, euphemism, metonymy, and malapropism. Categorizing figures of speech. Figures of speech can be categorized loosely into the following 5 categories: sound devices, contradictions, exaggeration or understatement, wordplay, or visual and language devices. Let's explore these a little more in detail. Sound devices. Onomatopoeia is the imitation of sound. For example, snap, crackle, pop. Assonance is the repetition of a vowel sound in words. For example, the rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain. Consonance is the repetition of a consonant sound in the middle or at the end of words. For example, the lumpy bumpy road. Alliteration is the repetition of an initial consonant sound in succession at the beginning of the word. For example, lazy lizards lying like lumps. Contradictions. Oxymoron puts 2 contradictory words next to each other. For example, the deafening silence. Irony implies the opposite of what is actually said. For example, the explanation is crystal clear. Sarcasm is similar to irony, but it is used to humiliate, hurt, or insult. For example, you put in a tremendous effort to come last in the race. Exaggeration or understatement. Hyperbole, an exaggeration aiming at humor or emphasis. For example, my mother made enough food to feed an army. Euphemism is the substitution of something pleasant for something that may offend. It is also called sugarcoating. For example, they lost their lives in the war, as opposed to they died in the war. Wordplay. Pun is a play on words involving multiple meanings of an expression. For example, I'm drawn to art. Ha ha. An idiom is figurative sayings, where its meaning is different from what is written. The meaning is culturally understood. For example, by the skin of your teeth, or to be fed up. A proverb is similar to an idiom, but it is a wise old saying that speaks about a truth or lesson. For example, a stitch in time saves 9, or don't cry over spilt milk. Some more examples of wordplay. Malapropism, the unintentional use of incorrect but similar sounding words. For example, the Pacific Ocean, or can you be more Pacific? It should read the Pacific Ocean, or can you be more specific? Metonymy is the use of a linked term to stand in for an object or concept. For example, the pen is mightier than the sword. Here, pen refers to the written word, whereas sword refers to military aggression or force. Visual or language devices. Simile, a direct comparison using the words like or as. For example, He is as rich as King Midas. Metaphor, a comparison where one thing is said to be something else. For example, the man was a rock when things got difficult. Personification. This is when human qualities are given to inanimate objects. For example, the fox was wearing a beautiful tweed jacket with a yellow bow tie. Foxes don't wear clothes though, but people do. Now it is your turn. Please complete the worksheet titled Week 4, Figures of Speech. Please paste this worksheet into your language and comprehension books. It is important to note that it is not required that you print the worksheet. Rather, copy down the questions into your book and write your answers. You may print the worksheet if you so wish. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I look forward to joining you later on in the week. Bye-bye.